And today we're going to be transforming this study into a guest bedroom for some lovely guests that are coming to visit us here. But we need this bedroom as well because there are two couples coming and visiting my parents. But first, the study. I hope you guys didn't get too scared when you saw that bathroom. As a sneak peek of the second room you got to clean later. I personally do not recommend having teenage boys have their own personal bathroom because things like that happen. But anyway, for now, this is my mother's study. And honestly, it's probably just as bad as his bathroom, so I take back my prior statement. This desk is terrible. I'm purposely not zooming in because I'm sure you can see it, but there are just apple cores lying around and things that should not be here. There is a bin, by the way, just under this desk. So I cannot tell you why it is not being used, why she cannot go right under there, but that's mums for you. Sometimes they can't do anything. Sometimes they can do anything and they can find everything. Per my mother's instructions, I'm moving all of her desk into our living room so that she can have a nice office there and table while the guests are here. If you notice the horse on the left, this is a common theme of my mum. She loves horses. Do not ask why. She's never owned a horse. She's never ridden a horse before, but for some reason, horses. I feel like if there was an animal that I'm weirdly obsessed with, it would be owls. I don't know why, but I've always just found them very majestic, the way they are and their feathers. Especially like a snowy owl. I think that's probably the owl of my choice. This thin self are just a huge piling ground. My desk too and the desk in my bedroom is just everything ends up on them. I really feel like we need to have a drawer, a dumping drawer, so you can make sure you don't have this. As you can see, this is just a table, so my mum doesn't have a drawer. And this is my mum, so she can get all the excuses in the world for why something is not spotless and clean. But we're just going and giving this all a nice little wipe, and I got the muscles in. This is my little brother, do not be fooled by the height difference, and I had to call him in because I could not move this desk on my own. You'll see soon that this desk actually folds up, which is really nice and convenient. Family has actually gifted these tables out over the years because they're just so nice to have things that can fold up, especially when there's very limited space in the household. And these guests were coming in a few hours actually, so this was a very big speed rush. And don't worry about the desk going because we are setting up a new one here in my mum's living room. As I mentioned before, she's very much into horses. So as you can see in this frame alone, you can see 2 horses. And if I moved you all around this room, you would probably see like 12 horses. It is insane. I gave it all a nice wipe down because everything was very dusty, making sure the chair can fit on the desk because she's very particular about that, and giving her a nice little lamp. She doesn't have to suffer when her guests enjoy her beautiful study while they're staying here. It was actually on a very big time crunch because I got here at her house at 9 a.m. and the guests were here by 12. These 2 bedrooms I had to do really quickly within 1 hour. And if you know anything about a clean before guests arrive, that is nothing compared to a clean before my mother's guests arrived. Because she expects everything spotless. She wants all the skirting boards cleaned. She wants things that I don't even know exist to be cleaned. Sure, she'd want me to move all the beds and clean under them if I could, because they'd be messier than this floor right here, and these skirting boards. Honestly, on inspection of these skirting boards, I'm pretty sure the main issue is that the painter's tape from when they painted this room is still here. So be very careful when you're taking off painter's tape, make sure it all comes off, because later you'll see it is stuck on and I cannot remove it at this point. If I did, I'd probably risk peeling the paint, which we don't want. Another nice plug with my Shark vacuum cleaner. I am not sponsored, but Shark, please notice me. I'm here doing a really good job. This really destroyed everything on the floor. It was really good. One of the only feedbacks of the Shark vacuum cleaner is that I really wish that it was quieter. It is a very, very loud vacuum cleaner. The reach, even though the reach is good, as you just saw when I went and got all the spider webs, this is Australia, there's a lot of spider webs, it is still not high enough to get in every single place. I am tackling that one spot there, but I realized I needed to get closer. And this was not even close enough. I started, ended it, went closer, and there we go. We're right here, ready to clean this paint. This was just paper, so I assume it is from the painter's tape that's just lost its color, and saw these little bits around the corner peeling up. So it was really frustrating. As you can see, I cannot take it off. Could clean this. Oh yeah, I could clean that power plug. Before my mother bought this house, the landlord special was done every single power plug in this house, so they are all absolutely covered in paint. These big marks on the walls, though, that's definitely my parents. But as you can see, I did mess them up, and honestly, I ran away. Decided probably need a microfiber cloth to clean those walls, which I do not have in this household. I'm very limited to just sponges and detergent. So that is what I work with this entire clean. This is definitely a mini tutorial kind of on how to make a koala couch. I don't know what part of the world you're from, but in Australia, this is known as the best brand for making a sofa bed because you fold it all the way out. And there are no springs, which is honestly amazing. Whenever I sleep on a fold-out couch bed that has springs, it is so uncomfy. The mattress is so thin. Very fast. I feel like it just goes out of style, the couch. But these ones are really nice, so comfy. Honestly, the couch is so comfy, the bed. I testify because I regularly come and sleep in this bed when I come visit. But everything's so nice. When I own my own home, I'd love to have this exact couch. And throwing on a pillow there to complete the first room. And now, the second room. Oh my god, look at that dust. Oh boy. As you can see, I was very shocked looking at that. I do not understand how there is so much dust everywhere. I wish my camera picked it up better, but the floor was disgusting, his desk covered in dust. The only thing that was really not was just where he moves his mouse back and forth, but I don't know. And this bathroom, oh my gosh. I walked in here thinking this would be a very nice scrub, but no, this was terrible, and this absolutely stunk. I am so glad we do not have 4D over YouTube because it was terrible. Walking in this bathroom, disgusting. It felt like I could just smell poop. I hope everyone read that disclaimer, is going to follow it to their fullest heart's content because that was nasty. Here we are, going in, making sure everything's put away, getting all this dust off. As you can see, he's got these two little nice coaster things on both his bedside tables. Do not for a second think that he did this. This was all designed by my mother. Every single thing in this room has been picked up by her, except for anything related to the PC. And just hiding that little tag there. Left side was no better at all. I don't know how he can live with so much dust on his bedside table. I swear, if it even starts getting a little dusty on my bedside table, I freak out. I would not sleep there. Just that bedside tables are so pivotal. And I put all of my teas there, and I feel like I didn't have a nice clean bedside table. All my teas would get covered in dust, and that would just be disgusting. This is my priorities, because I barely ever clean my floor. But when it comes to my bedside table and food and tea and making sure that's all nice, I am all for that. Giving this all of a nice wipe, and you can't see it and I didn't film it, but later I looked up and realized there were cobwebs on every single corner of his bedroom, and even at the top of this window it was so many. And this here is Australia, so don't worry, none of them could kill me, and I did check. I asked him if he wanted me to take the spiders out, and he said no, he likes the roommates, but of course we have guests coming, so I couldn't leave it like that the whole time. So the spiders had to leave, and I was on to this terrible, terrible desk. I don't know what it is with boys these days, but his monitors were right up front, as you can see in his face, probably for concentration, but I wasn't having it. Guests were coming, so I had to move it all back, give them space, because once again, desks are a dumping ground, and they deserve to have this as a dumping ground. Nevertheless, a clean dumping ground. So I was making sure that I could push these back so there's plenty of space, and then clean it all up. I'd work out halfway through that I'm pretty sure this handle was actually broken. As you can see, they just keep falling down the monitors, but I ended up working it out anyway. It's very random, but did anyone work out later in life that a monitor and a computer are two different things? I've been calling monitors computers my entire life until I realized the computer's actually that big box to the left. Monitor's just the screen. My fiance takes credit for me learning that fact, but if you ask me, it probably was my brother. As you can see, I opened that drawer and went, no, and closed it back up. There was no way I was going to go deep clean that drawer after seeing how dirty this top of the desk is. Don't worry, I did not steal any of the money. All of it is going into a little pot somewhere, so making sure that's all nice and clean for him. When I told my brother I was going to clean his desk, his only rule was do not touch my Pokemon cards. And I don't know if you noticed at the start of this desk clean, I did touch them. They're very safely in the top drawer of his bedside table. I would not dare open any other drawers but the top drawer because I know what it is like. But I found out later that his entire bedside table is empty. So I had absolutely nothing to worry about, but going in with a nice little spray. This is my mum's scented spray. If you've seen my previous videos, like the New Year's clean or also deep cleaning my mum's kitchen, you'll know that this is like her only thing she has besides detergent. Teenage boy's bedroom, it smells lovely, and honestly, I should have lit a candle because it was not enough to make it not smell like teenage boy. I did shake that sandbox up. I wanted to make a pretty pattern, and I am putting the detergent, not detergent, the deodorant on his coaster just to highlight how important it is and how much he should use it, because there's a reason his room smells this bad, and it's probably because teenage boys don't really clean themselves very well. That's it. Look how nice that desk looks. It's beautiful. And now onto the hell that is the bathroom. Some purple shampoo did spill here, and no, my little brother is not blonde. I'm pretty sure he decided if he used purple shampoo, his hair would turn blonde at one point. I did tell him this is not how this works. Nevertheless, he clearly bought it, spilt it, and chaos has come across this house. Oh my gosh. I'm using a sanctioned bathroom sponge, and after this, it goes in the bin because I use it on the floor, and it was disgusting. I was like, you know what? That's done. The sponge is done. I'm cleaning this drain only to realize it can't really drain very well. So that is something for another day. Again, I'm not deep cleaning, very limited time. This is the actual reason I chucked out the sponge, because this was gross. And don't worry, I do come in with a mop later on. I do mop this all up, even if I don't film it. But yeah, I did all that and went straight to the bin and walked that away. This is definitely one of those tidy, not clean, because as long as you put all your bottles of shampoo and conditioner neatly in one row, it'll look like you've organized everything. Glad I do not live in this house because that speaker blasts very regularly all around. I'm not sure how the bathroom speaker is still working because I'm pretty sure the water damage should have killed it. Here I am cleaning the Chernobyl smelling toilet, making sure it's all nice. Honestly, my mum's little spray thing did really make it smell nicer. If I could, I'd have candles permanently lit in every single room of this household just to make sure it smelled like a saint just walked through it. No, that toilet smell, it did really linger. And I know I'm not wearing gloves here, but this is my brother's toilet and I don't really care. It's my brother. I don't do bathroom cleans very often, but if you do like seeing me do a very in-depth bathroom clean, I do have one where I decluttered my mom's cluttered bathroom. Why I don't do them? Well, this is a good example. Bathroom cleans are just not fun. I hate going down on my hands and knees and scrubbing the floor and the toilets and everything. And it's always just, I don't know, the actual bathroom, not really one that guests see. Like, they'll see the toilet in my house, but not the bathroom. So I just never leave my bathroom to being cleaned because, like, it's just me and the housemates who see it. But there you go. That looks a lot better. And going with my shark. Baby's been doing overtime and a half. I do really need to take it all apart and give it a nice clean because these carpets were very difficult for them to clean. And there's another drawer in my brother's room that definitely needs to be deep cleaned, but we're definitely not going to do it because guests are coming. I'm sure most people have drawers in their house that they never go into and they never open. Oh, I may be a clean YouTuber, but I definitely still have bloopers. I love seeing bloopers at the end of shorts. Maybe I should be making all my bloopers for the end of the video because every time I do these, I'm always dropping something, breaking something, it feels. But at least I catch it on camera so everyone knows how clumsy I am and they do not expect anything less. But anyway, this disgusting table here turned into a really nice little bedside table. Managed to make this bathroom a very neat and tidy place, and this hellish bedroom of a teenage boy became a wonderful little room that guests are going to enjoy. Not smell like teenager. And this study became a wonderful bedroom for the guest. As you can see, we got rid of the desk here and then we made the bed. And I just want to show this because it'll never look this clean again.